Hey, Blaine Van here, the happy husband. Gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something that I learned from being a husband for almost 40 years. And this is probably the most important lesson that I can start to impart to you as you travel along your journey. And that is, you're now married and you find yourself with a wife, a woman. Now, the difference between a wife and a woman, you're going to find out. A wife is different than a girlfriend. A wife is different than a living. A wife is different than some stranger you met on the bar or at the beach. So, the thing that most men don't know when they come into the game is that your wife is a woman, and a woman is made of three parts. Now, this is very important because if you're going to carry on being a husband, you're going to carry on um, being a man, that you have to really think about what I'm about to tell you. A woman is made of three parts: body, soul, and spirit. You got to remember that. And so, one of the reasons why a woman becomes a wife and say I do, because of the protection. It's very important. And so most men understand protecting the wives, but only a part of the wife. For instance, a woman is made of three parts: body, soul, and spirit. So a man almost instinctively know how to take care of a woman and protect a woman in the first part, and that is her body. In other words, if somebody approach her, you get between her and the attacker, and so forth and so on. Even the most cardinal man on the planet who knows nothing about Jesus, right, will protect his wife, will protect his goods, will protect his home. The problem comes in that a wife is also made out of soul and spirit. So when you say, I'm going to protect my wife, you can't just protect the body and not protect the soul and the spirit. That's very important. And so on the journey of becoming a fully mature, bloomed husband, you have to learn your wife in the sense that you know how to protect her body. When she's in danger, you can't walk away. You can't run away. You can't be no punk. You feel what I'm saying? Second is you got to understand how to protect her soul. The soul is her mind, her will, her intellect. We will get into that teaching later, how to protect your wife's soul. And then your wife is a spirit woman. Now, if she's not born again, she still have a human spirit. So how do you protect the spirit of your wife? Now, this doesn't make a difference what race is your wife, what color is your wife, what country your wife. All women are triune, and it's up to you to protect your woman in all three areas. Even though you don't know, you should have. And divorces happen, and women leave the husbands because he's not being the house band. He's not being the husband. He's not doing the husbandry, which is protecting your wife from wolves, protecting your wife from critters, protecting your wife from storms to the best of your ability. When a man does this, when a man understands how to do this on all three levels, you enter into the time of maturity, and your marriage will be long lasting. If you are listening to this, I guarantee that in one of these areas you did not perform in, and really one area you can slack in, right? But you can't slack in two. You can't protect the body and not protect the soul and the spirit. She will leave you. That woman will leave you about 7, 8 years. Amen. I mean, it's the truth. But if you can bring a harmonious balance to your wife and learn how to protect her in these three areas: body, soul, and spirit, and then you go on and learn how to communicate to her, body, soul, and spirit, and then you learn how to engage her, body, soul, and spirit. And then you begin to learn how to make her laugh, body, soul, and spirit. And then there's about 10 areas that a man must conquer in his marriage. And that's why I call it the game, the challenge that you made for it. And at this point, say, God bless you. My name is Blaine C. Van. I'm the happy husband. Subscribe. Amen, man. Because we're going to keep dialoguing and we're going to get this thing right. God bless. Bye-bye.